Yo, boys, Miley G is back.
Oh, shit. He came in early there. He wanted to get ahead of the game.
Oh, yeah. It was the back.
Just wanted the listeners to know to keep listening.
I did hear last week you shouted out my hole-in-one, so I wanted to say thank you for that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're
Biggest
welcome.
moment in my life to date.
Yeah,
That's the only
regrettably.
airtime it's getting.
Yeah, I think we just said regrettably or something
Oh,
like that.
You should have been there. It was
Oh,
majestic.
It must have felt good.
Yeah. Oh my. It honestly, the closest thing that I can compare it to is losing your virginity. That's how good it felt.
Because a lot of times, people say that the first time isn't your best.
Oh, my first time was.
Definitely your best this time.
It's just been downhill.
yeah,
ever since.
yeah, shit.
I've been searching for it.
Yeah,
ever since.
yeah.
Ever
He
since.
literally
Grace.
hasn't been home in a week. He's like, man, I just want them good vibes again. Oh, boys. Well, welcome back to Draft Boys. This time I'm lucky enough to say, as always, joined by Miley G, Hito, and myself, Whitey. Lads, how we doing?
Oh, I'm good.
Feels
Yeah.
good to hear the full intro again.
It's nice to give it because it really throws me out when someone's not here because I have to be like, I have to mentally take it out.
Yeah, because you're not normally a giver. You're just a taker, aren't you?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kelly knows.
It's all scripted.
Yeah, of course.
Everything he gives is scripted.
So other than Miles's hole-in-one, which I think has got as much airtime as it's going to get, how we doing, boys? What's going on?
We're doing good. Yeah, living large.
Living large.
Living large.
You are.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You bought a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
well,
did.
living large in debt, but you know.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Mortgage.
Yeah, mortgage life.
You're just going to be around the corner from me. Block.
You're
Like 2
adulting.
blocks.
Yeah,
Actually, I've got a pickle to pull with you.
I am fucking excited to hear what this is.
On the group chat.
No one ever pulls
You
my
were like,
pickle.
welcome back to the bubble. And I was quite offended because I was like, I feel like Lane Cove is kind of in the bubble.
Dude,
And
the
you're-
bubble is literally within 400 meters of my house. Like, there's like, I've
Is
got,
that how close it is?
dude? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, well within.
very close.
Like,
That's pretty
I've
good.
got 4 different sets of mates that live within the bubble.
Wow. Now I'm aspiring to get in the bubble.
Get in the bubble, baby. It's not
I
growing.
do like
it's
bars.
closing.
It just goes wherever he lives. It just will follow him
Yeah.
It's
wherever.
really
He's the bubble
crazy.
boy.
It's almost very circular too. Like if you look, it's not just like one-sided. It's very even,
That's
the
true.
distribution. Wait, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mates that live, not including myself, that all live within 400 meters.
Okay. And just for the listeners, he only really lives about 2 Ks from me. That's why I'm saying the bubble is like.
Yeah. And for our American listeners, that's like 1.5 miles.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Nah.
Yeah, they were sitting
like
here the whole
1.3
time
miles.
just absolutely racking their brains.
Yeah,
before
they were
that.
really worried. Okay, well, boys, look, I'm done talking about whatever
stuff.
this
The
is.
bubbles.
I want to talk about football.
I do want to talk about football. Does anyone have anything interesting?
Well, do you know what would have been great if we just threw straight to like a West Ham reference with the bubbles, but I don't have one.
Well, aren't you meant to be talking about Everton right now, Hito? I'm trying to lead you into this.
Well, I was trying to save that for
Oh,
a
man.
little bit later.
We are looking so
you're trying to
unprofessional
preempt
right
me.
now.
You're trying to preempt my story.
Okay, I was trying to lead you into it, but
won't
let's
be
do
led
our
anyway.
points. Yeah.
Let's do points.
Let's lead him to water. All right, let's do our points. Let's lead Hito to his
Which
points.
one of you mugs is going first?
It's fucking me, I know.
No, it's me.
Is it?
I've had a
I gained
shotgun.
on you this week?
Yeah, you
Yes!
gained on me by 5 points.
That's very exciting.
You do it.
I've had a shocker. I'm on 31.
31 points?
Yep. It's terrible.
I don't know why I'm surprised because you said it was 5 less than mine and I knew I was on 36.
yeah.
But
It's still
Still
it's
surprising.
still disturbing, isn't it?
probably your worst week of the year.
Probably. I think so.
Keep
I
them
got
coming.
saved by Lascelles coming off my bench
You
with
did.
7.
I saw that. That was filthy.
Wasn't looking good before that.
No.
And a Bruno assist, and that's it.
A Bruno assist.
Yeah, you got robbed of a goal there.
I did.
A sympathy penalty for Rashi owners.
Very much.
They would have been
Very
happy.
much so. Yeah, move on from me. That was depressing.
What you got, Whitey?
I can't say I'm much better. I got 36 points. I got Pow with a goal. Pow, pow.
Yeah, those pickups of
Yeah.
all those cleanies you were searching for.
Oh my God.
Turned into
I
a goal.
was robbed. I'm like, I'll double up on Aston Villa with all these great fixtures. And they kept conceding these fucking oneers. Anyway, he got me a goal, not a cleanie. Then Saka with the assist and some bones, clearly. He got a bit of two bones there.
Mm.
And then Isak back in the goals, which was
Back in the team, back in the goals.
yeah. And then the rest of my team is like just a long injury list. I got, Eze, Bowen, and Matoma all injured, which definitely hurts the team.
That's like a hospital ward.
Not still pretty good. I got 36, so I'm happy.
That's actually pretty good for that many injuries.
And they're all
of
on
your first team.
50%. So like it's a matter of days.
We'll see. I'll take over and get a real score going. 56.
And that's us for the week.
56.
Thanks for listening.
And I was looking at
yeah, it's average.
but I was looking at the like our league's points, and it was quite high. Like it was much higher than everyone. It was like I think 20 points higher than everyone else.
This week, you mean?
Just this week, and
Yeah.
I was thinking it was a very, even though there was a lot of goals this week, there was a lot of like one hit wonders that aren't really pickups.
Yeah, unless
that
you're playing
scored.
deep leagues.
Yeah.
It might not be in
Yeah,
teams.
for like 6 and 7, 8-man leagues, they probably weren't massive hauls.
No,
it's probably
no.
spread. But yeah,
So,
back
yeah,
to
get into the
team.
points, come on.
Trent Alexander-Arnold, what a goal! Big in the title
Huge.
race as well. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Dallo with what an incredible assist from a goal that we'll talk about later. Gordon, goal and an assist. What a performance by Gordon.
He's killing it.
I got Gordon.
You got Gordon.
I got
baby.
Gordon. I forgot about
And
Gordon.
and Haaland, consistent as ever.
Yeah.
Another goal for him. So
Churning and burning.
look, everything else was 2-pointers, but I had some good contributions from the boys. And look, my best midfielder has only played 20 minutes of the season so far, and he's still to come back in KDB. So I'm looking forward to 2024.
Talk about minutes managed.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a
You're like, yeah, you can come out, but you have to have your walking frame.
I'm going
They have to sacrifice one of their starting 11 to be like an assisting nurse to come on and help him.
I think I'm going to fly over there with like
Eva?
Eva.
Eva, remember Eva?
Eva.
You try to do the Shiva song. Yeah.
it.
Look. Yeah, okay. That's not a bad week. I'm happy for you. I really am.
Thank you.
Stoked.
Thank you.
Stoked.
All right, let's get into some snack chat this week. This week it's a bit different. One of us was unable to get to do a snack and one was only able to get a drink. So we got two of them doing it. Hito and Miles for the first combined snack chat.
When
What have you
powers
got for us?
combined, we are Snapchat.
Captain Snapchat.
We are one, but we are many.
So I'll start. It was kind of on me. It was my snack chat, and I kind of fucked up. And I messaged the boys and said, "Anyone going to the shops before this?" And Hito's like, "I'm there now." So I said, "Grab a snack." I got a bottle of wine at home. So I got a Pinot Noir, which is one of Whitey's favorite drops. I've been told,
Correct.
and it's a one from the Yarra Valley.
Well, at least it has that
Yarra.
redeeming factor.
James Busby is the. I'm just pouring out a little drink here.
Oh, that little ASMR.
Yeah, I kind of threw the mic in the glass then just to see what we heard, just
I
so
wonder
that
if we can hear
the
it.
listener could experience what we experienced.
Also, so you can just, lick your mic every now and again and get a little taste.
Yeah. Well, cheers, boys.
I did lick it.
It actually feels like we haven't been here. In
Yeah, it has been a
Cheers.
little while. So, yeah, welcome back.
Mm.
Okay, I'm excited about the snack now. How does he pair with something that he doesn't even know
I
what he's
know.
getting? You
I know it's
difficult.
definitely not paired.
Not paired.
And to bring it in, we have
Oh,
Mr.
fuck.
Kipling Exceedingly Good Cakes. 8 French fancies.
I reckon that's pretty paired.
The thing I like about this is I've never seen it before.
Me neither.
This is the most random thing I've ever heard
That's what I
of.
thought too. I'm like, let's go for
And
it.
it's like, if I was in Hito's body in a grocery store and saw that, I would buy the shit out of that.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. It
Whoa,
looks
okay.
like proper like
Yeah.
from the bakery.
Yeah, they're tiny little cakes.
Yeah. Hito loves baked goods.
I do like baked
You've
goods.
definitely brought the most baked goods on
Probably.
the show.
just representing.
Baker's Delight, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, I've got
I want the pink one.
We'll let Whitey go first.
and we got probably like a vanilla, a chocolate one, and a strawberry one.
Is that pineapple?
Yeah, I'm going. You go the
Oh,
chocolate
shit.
one.
I'll go the chocolate.
It's good.
You don't like cakes either.
I don't
I
like
was
cake.
aware of this when I bought it.
And
I, was thinking,
I don't love cakes either.
Oh my god, okay, this is a hard crowd.
The pink one is like sherbet.
Oh. Miles's face is like he's questioning every decision he's ever
It's
made
like
about
really,
cake.
mine's really zingy.
No, but yeah, see the bubble up the top?
Yeah.
It's got like sherbet.
Yeah.
It's sherbet cake and icing.
So good.
Did I miss that in like the description?
I didn't even know that was going to be
You
the
think
case.
that would be the main selling point?
Yeah.
Like, you think they might tell you that the bubble on top isn't a pimple; it's a pimple full of sherbet.
Look, it's actually pretty rad.
Oh, okay. I got a rating for you on that. Just
Okay,
for
this is just
surprise
so-
value.
This is so funny.
Just for surprise value, 9.3.
Yeah, I was going to say 9 point.
the cake for like a prepackaged cake, like the actual texture of the sponge is quite nice.
He does touch it with his fingers, just so the listener can see.
It's
He's
lovely.
feeling the texture with his
It's
fingers,
lovely.
not his mouth.
But in your mouth too, it's like really soft.
Now let's see if it pairs.
It's not dry and stale at all.
I think it pairs great. Little after dinner wine and cake.
Yeah, doesn't pair great.
9.1 for the cakes.
You can't review your own wine.
And 10
Oh, for
for
the
the wine.
Yeah, 11. Yeah, the wines are. 6 is generous.
Really? No, it's actually a good drop. It's nice.
It's a good Pinot. It's
This is changing into a different podcast here.
it is. I'm going to give that a solid 7.3.
Okay.
The Pinot.
You know, like, what do you think's going to come after you hear? I'm going to give it a solid. How
Something
many
in the
times do we hear that on this podcast? I'm going to give it a solid, and then reveal
2.
Well, yeah. That's the best way to fuck with people. All right, guys, let's get into the fantasy stuff here.
Let's do it.
I want to talk our highlights from Game Week 12. What did you guys like from this week?
Oh boy, we had some highlights.
Oh shit! With that kind of excitement, you better lead us off.
Well, we got to talk a little bit about Miles's boy to start with.
Who's that?
The big
Which one?
Viking. The Viking. The Viking.
Oh, the
King.
Viking.
Oh, the person who puts the king in Viking. Oof.
Why did you have to make so much eye contact with me when you said that?
Oh, because it's
You know
so
he was mine.
satisfying
He won't
having
fall.
Harlan now because he was your baddie boy and now he's mine.
Yeah, but he's not going to reach what he did for me.
Dude,
Not
he's
this
going to
season.
smash last year. He's on target
Well,
already.
Quickest to 50 goals in the Prem.
Yeah, we've got to give him credit for that. And he's beaten it by like 20 games.
Who was the next?
Jesus, that's insane.
It was...
So I'm pretty sure Salah was up there.
No, it was...
Yeah, Salah came straight in, but the thing with Salah is he was getting a lot more assists.
Yeah, it
He
wasn't...
I think you're thinking
Let me
kind
look
of
it up.
fantasy. Yeah.
It was an old school player
Okay.
because they did say it when he scored it. I forgot though.
Okay. Well, Heat's got to look that up for us. I think, we can move away from that game now.
Yeah, that game was... It is what it was. 1-1 was pretty
Yeah.
much...
I
had it
mean,
written
Trent's
all
goal was nice.
Trent's goal, his footwork was incredible.
Yeah, it was very nice. We'll give him a little shout out there.
Yeah.
Is he like subtly like ticking along to be one of the better defenders in the league?
He is, yeah.
Like this is what happened last year when he got pushed up in that
It
new
really
position.
benefited him. For
All of a
sure.
sudden, it was like, what? Trent's a pickup. Like,
And it's his first goal of the season, too.
really? Wow. So how many points is he on?
So he's on 46, 1 goal, 1 assist, 4 cleanies.
That must be relatively high in the defender stats because defenders have just not been performing this year.
He's about 10th or so.
Yeah, 10, 11 or so.
Yeah, plenty of season left.
There's
to play.
not been a lot of cleanies this year, and that's so 46 against 70 from trips. So he's about 24 points behind.
Yeah, and there are some bigger, Saliba, Anderson is up there on 61 apiece. White and Zinchenko have been really consistent for Arsenal, and Mitchell and Dalot have been quite good as well.
Thanks for reading out all the top defenders.
It's basically who's been able to keep the clean.
That's why the people listen. They're like, "Fuck, I love it when he reads out all the top players." That insight,
Look,
it cannot be given.
Not only
in any
can you
other way.
listen to us and you have time to watch highlights, goals,
Exactly.
but also you don't have time to even just like look at the app. We're here for you.
This is true.
We're here for the top 10.
Yeah, for the people driving, basically.
Yeah.
We're a drive show.
Yeah, don't look at your phone and drive.
Yeah, listen to us. And don't crash while you're laughing. All right. Number 2 on our list here, Forest taking points this weekend.
Talking points. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, a couple of talking points for Forest.
I misread that
That's all right.
right after I slammed you. You've been nice to me.
Well, we
So-
thought they were going to take points, and then Brighton had a nice little comeback.
They did have a comeback, but I want to talk about Alanga. It's 2-2. Good goals as well. And now with Awoniyi,
Yeah.
like how long's he out for?
He's out till the 24th of Feb.
So I think
Quite a
that
long time.
Alanga is a really, really good pickup because he seems like he's pushing a bit forward. He's, pushing from a wide position as well. And yeah, Morgan Gibbs White is back in the goals as well. And he's on pens.
It was
He
a
has had
lovely
a
cross
slow
in from Gibbs White for the header too.
for the header. So goal and assist.
Now, Gibbs White, like, what's his season look like so far? Because honestly, like, he hasn't really
Very,
featured
very
much.
slow start.
Yeah, like I'm looking at it now. He had returns in game week 3. He had 2 assists. He hasn't done a thing since then until last week where he got an assist and then obviously goal assist this
It's
week.
been a slow start, but we know he fired last year.
Do you remember the
and he
end?
could. Yeah, I don't mind him actually because he's got the assist. Now he's got a goal assist this week. Let's look at these fixtures.
They're juicy.
Oh baby,
Yeah.
he's a pickup.
He's definitely a pickup.
Everton,
guys.
Fulham, Wolves, Spurs, who are kind of a mess right now, and Bournemouth. Not bad.
Really, really good.
Okay,
And he's on
I
pens,
like him.
So you've got to jump on it if he's available in your leagues.
That's a good segue because the next highlight I was going to talk about was Pedro, and he took a pen in this game, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Getting back in the goals there. Now, how's he making his way back in the team? Because it was only just a couple of weeks ago that we were kind of saying like, oh, he's not quite turned out to be what we thought.
Well, I think last week we were saying we don't really like the look of him anymore. Just these minutes were really concerning. And man, have we been corrected? He comes straight back into the starting lineup for the first time in about 4 weeks and a double.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of shocking. I think was it last step that we were talking about this?
I think it was
you and
last
me?
step because we were like, he's just played 45, 45, 12 and hadn't done anything since game week 7, which was an assist.
I mean, it's likely making like Matoma making room for him there because he was out injured,
Yep.
so made his way into the squad through that, but really capitalized on it. And Matoma may be out for at least another week, so might be time to jump on a bit of Pedro action.
Yeah,
if he's available.
Yeah,
'cause
those smaller leagues, it's probably hard anyway, isn't it, with strikers? But yeah, maybe he was someone that was on your bench for a long time and now you got to start thinking about starting them.
I think he's actually classified as a mid, even though he plays forward. So he's a little bit easier to
Let me
pick
have a
up.
quick look-see.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, he's a mid, sorry. Forward.
Okay.
He's a
He's
forward?
forward, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Speaking of forwards, this one has been around the Prem for a while. He's been away, but he's back.
Who's that?
Jay Rodriguez.
And does it look like...
Roll back the years.
Yeah,
J-Rod.
baby. Oh, is he a pickup or what? He's reminding me of prime West Brom.
Or is
he's not at
I
Southampton
think
levels
he's-
yet.
I think he's praying to roll back the years because he looks like he's been through a couple.
He has. And it was a
Doesn't he?
pen.
Like that bun,
He's aged.
that hair thing he's got going on, not doing him any favors. He
No.
used to be such. I always remember him as his youthful version before he got injured at Southampton, and he was just like on a tear.
Yeah, he was.
Got injured, hasn't been so
Never
good from there.
recovered, yeah.
Yeah. So definitely aging there. But back in the goals, was that a
It was a pen.
pen there? So a few
Yeah.
pens this week.
One of the
Actually,
few
a lot of pens
goals-
this week.
One of the few goals Burnley will score this season, so I'm not too encouraged.
Yeah, Burnley.
But there's some nice fixtures for
But get
them.
on him. No, I'm joking. Don't.
Look-
For me, he's not a pickup.
I think with this, we know how hard it is with strikers this year. It's, if there is a time to consider him versus someone who's not playing at all, they've got Sheffield this week.
What kind of minutes is he getting though?
He's playing. Yeah, he's just kind of got back into
3
the
starts
team.
in a row.
Three starts in a row. Okay, so just 2 starts, gaining momentum. Third start gets a goal.
Look, I think it's maybe a 1 week pickup if you need a striker.
Yeah, just maybe punt
I'm gonna say it, boys. 3 bones.
3 bones. He did more than just that.
Yeah. Look, it's interesting. Maybe could be very early.
Let's talk about our next person.
I think Hito should really honestly get the honors here because
Talk to us.
he put him in his waivers last week
Talk to us.
and he's delivered.
If only I put him in my own personal waivers as well as my recommendations to the listeners.
Yeah.
But Sojcek,
yeah.
back-to-back goals, quite a nice finish at the back post. I think it was a little bit of poor marking, but
Yeah.
very threatening against a fixture that you definitely would target. And I think moving forward, there's still appealing fixtures for you to own West Ham players: Palace, Spurs, Fulham, Wolves.
And from free kicks and crosses, he's so threatening.
And they've got great set piece taker in JWP.
JWP.
And they are
Bowen's
typically
good.
a well-drilled team on set pieces. So, yeah, you got to say that he's definitely an option right now. And West Ham seem to be recovering just a little bit of the form that they had. So, yeah, Miles just devoured another cake. Like,
Look at this.
literally one bite.
For not liking
Was that the pink
cakes.
one?
Yeah. I was actually a bit
Better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you said it, I
Dude.
was like, I needed to try
How
it.
good was it?
Really good.
I want. What's this one?
That's vanilla.
It was kind of like lemony vanilla. flavour.
I had a chocolate to start. It was really good.
I honestly just want pink again.
Have it.
Go for
Nah,
it. I'll
nah,
have the
Hito,
chocolate
have it,
one.
have
No,
the
I'll
pink
have the
one.
chocolate. No,
All right, I'm doing the chocolate. This is the halftime break.
Halftime break. please.
Okay, so
We should
okay.
talk about Elise.
I was going to try and segue from pink to this. Wasn't going to happen.
That's right. I just helped you out with it.
Okay.
Elise, what a fucking strike. Jeez, has Palace missed him?
It was nice.
Fuck, it was good, and it warmed the cockles of my heart because I have been sitting on fucking Eze, who has just been marked out of most games because he's their only attacking asset at Crystal Palace, and we've been talking about Elise coming back and relieving some of the pressure off him. And for me, seeing that, I'm like, okay, at least like someone else will be a threat. So Eze might things might open up for him.
They will. They
This
will.
really looks great for Palace assets. You know, you got Edouard, who I think is going to gain a lot from Elise being back. Obviously, we mentioned Eze. But even the defenders like Anderson and Guahi, I think are going to be really, really good assets.
Guahi.
You like it?
Definitely wrong.
You don't like it?
My only concern
Gehi.
is the fixtures
Oh,
are
talk to
looking
me.
a bit tough. They got West Ham, Bournemouth, Liverpool, City, Brighton, Chelsea, Brentford, Arsenal.
I don't need one difficult team in there.
Well, Chelsea ain't difficult. So, I mean, that's
Look,
not great.
It's tough. It's definitely tough.
But I feel like Palace will play.
Yeah, you're not like
They're just-
Elise is definitely a longer term pick too because he's one of the shining stars in an average team for FPL.
So maybe the defenders that I just shouted out, it could probably give them a miss in those games. But the three forwards, I think, could be cooking up some steam.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, you really can't rule out those guys. They're probably going to cause some upsets.
Well, they just got
have
beaten
already
by
this season.
Luton, so that's a bit of a wake up call.
It was. That was a
yeah.
cracker
I was
game.
like, where's he going with this?
That was a cracker
I
game.
was just like, it's concerning.
Okay, I want to talk about other concerning things. Newcastle.
An injured Newcastle just demolished Chelsea. Those
Yeah.
2 goals in 90 seconds was tough to
cooked ya.
watch, especially at 4 a.m. when I was up really drunk at a hotel room.
That's very sad times. I am.
It hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Sounds like a horrible day.
Tiago doing me like that.
Mm.
You don't get it a lot. He would be the first person that I'd be like, it's all right, mate.
We ain't talking about Chelsea. Let's talk about Newcastle because there's a couple of things. Miley.
Cyrus?
G?
Miley G,
Oh,
actually.
place to be. Let's
I
go.
just went over for a quick game
Okay.
to just beat my
You
team.
looked real good.
Yeah. Nice assist to
It's
Isak.
it's 2 starts in 2 games. He's just come in for a few injuries that Newcastle have, but he looks really good. Can you let me know what Newcastle's fixtures are? Because if they're not too bad, I think that he could be a bit of a punt.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's just playing at like a right mid for the 4-3-3 at the moment, and not necessarily a very prolific position for the Newcastle team. So for me, it's not exciting.
It's not exciting, but you got to kind of look a bit deeper in draft. And even I think Joel Linton
Cheeky
has
assist.
a bit of potential as a pickup. Well, what are the fixtures? Because I'm pretty sure they're really good.
Horrible
that was
timing.
really
Shoving a
bad
cake in
timing.
my
I'm
mouth.
coming in for Hito
I've got
here.
it. I've got it.
He's got
United, Everton, Spurs, Fulham, Luton, Forest.
Okay, it's pretty good.
Can you do that again?
Besides
No, I'm
Spurs.
joking. Look,
2 hard ones, 4 good ones.
Yeah, it's quite good.
yeah, there's a run there. I mean, maybe it's worth the punt. I just don't know who he's really in for. Who is it that's kind of gone out of the squad? Because
So,
it's worth knowing if they're going to be back soon.
you know the ginger guy that plays for them?
Oh, Longstaff.
That's not racist if you're talking about
No,
someone's
it's not
hair
a
color,
race.
bro.
The way you looked at me like, you know that ginger guy.
Longy, you know,
Oh,
you know,
fuck. We are professionals here, boys. Fuck, that was hilarious.
Yeah, it's probably Longstaff.
Yeah, the ginger.
Tonali's been suspended.
Okay.
We haven't really spoken about that.
Yeah, we haven't really, but let's just
Barnes is injured.
breeze on
Fucking hell.
by it.
Yeah.
All right, boys, we're losing our way here. Yeah, look, for me, I don't know. It's not really that much of a thing.
It ain't sexy.
I think it's one to
Wilson-
watch because you got an assist. He's playing 90 minutes. See if it develops.
I want to move on. I want to talk about Wilson. How badly injured is he? I don't even know. I'm hoping really bad because I want Isak to play.
Yeah, I was looking at that today, and
25%.
yeah, he's still. I worry for Wilson owners right now because
This is how it begins.
this is how it begins. Like he's just made of glass. This guy, like
Yeah.
his injury time is just.
It's really
It's like
disappointing.
prison time.
It
Yeah.
really is disappointing because, like, the potential of him is insane. I think we all know that
Yeah.
if he was just fit, he would just
Oh,
be
yeah.
racking up
But
goals.
the good thing for FPL, though, is he can come back and just fire immediately, which he has done in the
I
past.
know that is a talent of his.
So he does have
Yeah, he
that
doesn't.
value to not be like, oh, he's cooked.
Yeah, he doesn't need that time to kind of work himself back in and stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Now this guy got a double this week. Tavernier.
Tavs? Yeah, Tavs, man.
It was nice. I mean, look, back post, he got that little header,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, header.
and then I can't remember the other one. But
And
he
then-
did the Happy Gilmore golf celebration. We do know that.
Twice. Yeah.
Twice, which is excessive, I think. I think maybe just mix it up a little.
Look,
And also,
he doesn't
don't
score a
step
lot
on
of goals.
JWP's like turf, bro.
Look,
Yeah.
anyone can get goals against Sheffield. So
Fair.
We're not getting
I
too
wouldn't
excited.
get too excited just yet.
Yeah, and look, what's his form like, boys? Like, is
His
it
first
just
goals, I think, of the
Oh,
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely putting my waivers.
Well, from one hit wonder to another, let's talk about
Ouch! I feel like this is coming at me.
Kai Havertz. Is it
Oh.
a one hit wonder or is this the start of his Arsenal career?
Is this the comeback?
Is it?
No.
Don't call it a comeback, boys.
call it a comeback. I've been here.
He came in off the bench.
Yeah, and look, scored the late goal. I think it was the 88th minute or
It was
something.
very late.
Saka just hung one up at the back post, and he put it in. And look, I am appreciative because I have Saka.
I get that.
I don't think it's really time yet.
I don't think so. But I will say, I think that there's going to be a time and place in this season.
This season?
Yeah, that Kai will be a pickup. I'm talking about after Christmas when there's a few injuries come in during winter.
I think like Arteta's probably going to do some like hypnotherapy on him.
Yeah,
That'd be a strong play.
because Germans are like they're well built for the winter. The Brazilians, like Jesus, you know.
I have never thought about that. Is that really a thing?
Oh, but yeah, baby, yeah,
Really?
massive.
Have you ever thought about this, Heat?
I haven't, but now that I am,
It
makes
does
sense.
make some sense to me.
All the
Like-
Colombians, all the Argentinians, they just fall apart during Christmas.
Fall apart.
all the games, yeah,
Argentina gets cold in spots.
yeah, but not in the ones
But they
that they
chuck
play
their cheeky
football
little
in.
gloves on.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do.
no,
Got
it's
their
all,
under-
I'm trying to think of
Undershirts.
someone that I'd even drop in this situation.
You got any Brazilians in your team?
It's just Brazilians. No, I don't.
South
Actually, I don't
American?
think I do. Yeah.
You got any
Luis
one
Diaz?
from India in your team? Or
no, unfortunately not.
got
I
any
would if I
Aussies?
could.
Any Aussies?
No Aussies. But we can handle the cold
Any
here.
Thai players?
Tie.
Yeah.
Fuck, we need to move on from this. So, Kai Havertz, are you jumping on him?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Figured as much.
Not yet.
Okay. Next one.
Quick question:
What?
Is Tillmans looking like a pickup again?
That's what I was just about to say. Okay. Yeah,
He's
look.
still in your job. Comes
he's
back for
bit
1
early.
week. Steals your job.
Bit early.
He's
Look,
getting some mins, guys, and we know that how creative he can be, and can be on.
he's playing in a good team.
My only concern is the starting minutes
Yeah.
are not there.
Yeah, I agreed. It's
Like
it doesn't
45
seem-
minutes this game, 90 the week before, 31, 11.
I think he's being used how he thought he'd be used, which is like kind of support and depth.
I hope looking at it going 11, 31, 90, 45 in the last 4, if I work my way towards the most recent game, it feels like it's maybe building to a start.
That's what it
Again.
feels like to me. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think on that premise, I would be wanting to watch and see, is that going to happen? Because I don't like the idea of a sub player at his level of contribution.
Yeah, especially, and we're only in a 7-man league, so it's a bit tough to bring
You
him
have to
in.
have a really good fucking player like a
But
sub.
deep leagues could have an early punt on
I
him.
think so. Deep leagues definitely would be interested in keeping an eye
Yeah.
on that for sure.
All right, let's round this highlights out with the biggest highlight of the year. I'll just have to say, goal
of the season. Sorry, Miles's flatmate.
Nah, she'll be right.
Yeah, look, Garnacho.
What a fucking goal, boys.
Jesus.
That will not be beaten.
I mean, I have to ask it. Was Rooney's better? we were talking about this before the pod.
Look, for me, the strike is better. I think it's so
The strike
pure
is
off
cleaner,
the boot,
a bit further out from
not
goal.
off the shin. But what do you guys reckon?
Look, they look so similar.
Yeah, when you look at them side by side like they've done,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
they literally. It could be Rooney could be the ghost of Garnacho, like it could like a shadow.
The ghost of Garnacho.
Ghost of Garnacho. Yeah. What do you think?
I like the goal more, but when you factor in the other
The
sub,
occasion.
Yeah.
It's Everton.
Manchester derby.
It's
It's
Pickford.
just- yeah, it was like near the end of
Hito
the game, I
hates
think.
Pickford.
Yeah,
the Rooney one,
Joe
wasn't
Hart's
near the
got
end?
longer arms than Pickford's.
True. A lot
So
longer arms.
it's harder to get past Hardy
Yeah.
than Picky.
Yeah. Look, I don't know.
I know. I also don't care for Man United, so I don't give a shit about the Manchester derby. So I'm going to say Garnacho to fuck with the Man United fans.
I got you. Just to me,
For me, it is as well. I'm just calling the strike. I'm taking out the occasion and everything, just for the goal. Garnacho for me,
yeah, but you can't do that.
and also,
Goals are always affected by the occasion.
and
You know that.
I had the person that made
the-
the assist as well. So Dallo, it makes it a little bit better for me.
I'm rolling my eyes. For anyone who can't see me, I'm rolling my eyes.
Which is everyone, hopefully.
Yeah. All right. Look, I disagree. I think the City goal, the Rooney goal's better.
Yeah, that's cool.
I will also just quickly say, I will come back to your lead-in that you tried to do earlier on.
You really fucked
About
that up.
Everton.
You fucked that up.
No, because it works better now
Oh,
after
okay.
the
All right.
goal. 'cause it's
Go.
related to the game. So a mate of mine who's a Man United fan at work was telling me that apparently pre-game Everton fans were like trying to get behind the club with the point deduction. They wanted to whip around, try and get money and big picture kind of
I
support.
did
to,
see a big hat getting passed
I won't be
From the fan.
from fan to fan. They threw in a buck or two,
Yeah.
like
We're going to save the club.
yeah, a pound.
But they were printing off like stickers that were like saying the Prem logo and then it's like corrupt underneath. They were like going to put them everywhere. They were like printing them at a printing press. So apparently they were like, let's go to the game. Let's give them so much support at home, cheer our hearts out. And then apparently after like 3 minutes when the goal went in, hear a pin drop. It was silence.
oh wow.
So yeah, there's this huge build of
So yeah, you're wrecked. The way you're like, so yeah. Oh yeah,
sucked in
look,
Everton.
good story. Let's move on. Worst and best. Okay, my worst.
Let's
That
do it.
story. Now,
It's fucking rude.
no, I'm joking. All right, let's do our worst and best for the week. Miles, why don't you kick us off?
My best was outscoring both of you by I pretty much doubled you guys. So
That's kind of weak. That's a
I
weak
was
best.
doing that.
That's a weak
That's
best.
that's a low blow.
If
And,
that'd be Hito's best every week except this week.
My worst was probably Haaland only scoring one. It was a bit weak from him, to be honest.
Isn't it nice sitting high and pretty after
Yeah.
a week?
Actually, no. You know what my worst was? Was going up to second and then dropping down to third after the guy that was in seconds, all of his bench players came off
Oh yeah,
his bench because like he's got so many injuries.
bench stitch up.
Who was that?
Stace.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, because he's got
Classic.
Maddo and
Also, he
like
never fucking
Romero and
changes his
stuff.
team,
all
so-
yeah,
Yeah.
He's the king of a bench swap.
he is. So
All right. Hey, give me your worst and best.
All right, my worst is the fact that I dropped gross this week, which was
that's so gross.
I
man.
broke the cardinal rule. A gross, a JDOP, you just keep them. and you play him every game.
And
all
what
season
happened?
long. And I dropped him and he got 9 points.
Okay.
And my best is just my little boys in red, Liverpool. Just
Your little boys.
my little boys in red.
I thought you were going to say Arsenal, actually, because they went top of the table.
No.
Because you were pretty Arsenal last year when your Sacco and
I'm
Odegaard
pro
love.
Arsenal. I'm pro Arsenal. But when it comes to the
He's pro Arsenal? What the fuck?
Get the fuck out of my
our
house.
boys in red got to stick
Like,
together.
get the fuck out
That's
right now.
disgusting.
Why would I? What? I would say pro Chelsea.
Yuck.
You're pro red team, so
Yeah,
You love United.
Why are you pro any other team? Oh, the Everton fans are on TV right now in the background.
There you
I'm
go.
not even joking. They look real mad.
and we'll fight.
Oh, they're holding up the corrupt signs.
Yeah.
There you go. See, it was a real story.
It was a real story.
But yeah, they're just chugging along. They're only 2 points off the top. So
Liverpool, they've been quite impressive.
they're just like hiding,
because last season was so bad.
waiting in the wing.
This
to
is the
chomp
longest,
down.
most boring, best I've ever heard.
Can
Alright,
you
alright.
round it out so we can get to stop?
I'm going to be quick here.
Talk to me.
My best and worst are the same thing. My best is Zach coming back and scoring the goal. My worst is Isak scoring the goal against Chelsea. Done.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't happy. He does looking
And where Chelsea on the table?
low. I have to.
We're almost
I'm
in the
lashing
top
out.
10.
I'm lashing out.
Almost
Almost
top
in
10.
the top 10.
Oh, almost single digits. Love that.
Okay, stop in the name of hold.
It's hold.
Before I drop these bitches.
Man, we do a lot of singing on this podcast.
Not
Way too
enough.
much.
Not
singing.
good singing.
Not
but
enough.
like most of it's that high pitched shit.
Bring back the beatboxing, I'd say.
Yeah, that was fun times.
For all of our OJ
Yeah,
listeners,
hit us up if
Yeah,
you
we-
remember the beatbox.
do you guys
Yeah.
want us to bring back the beatbox?
Yeah, no, I mean, we're not talking about the one that we paid someone to record because it's obviously not us. But the ones where we used to do it ourselves and kind of harmonize. It was
It was
pretty
terrible.
next level.
It was terrible.
We should go back and listen to a couple.
Oh, my God.
Do we have to?
All right,
We should.
Let's go through this quickly.
stop. Go. All right. What are your stops?
I'm going to say, look, I just want to shout out Doku because he's been in some really, really good form. He's got a 22-point haul. And ever since then, when he does start and play, he usually contributes in that City team.
Well, this week was a testament to that, getting 3 bones for doing nothing.
Yeah.
That's a skill, man.
Like he got no attacking returns. He didn't keep a clean sheet as a midfielder. And he got 3 bonus points.
Yeah. He was so scary to watch.
He's lethal.
So scary.
Really?
Yeah.
Just the dribbling.
Just every time he's
just
on the
super
ball,
direct.
you're just like, yeah, he's direct. You know he's going to probably beat any player he gets past. And he's got the little actual finesse to dribble around people, not just
Yeah.
pure
Do you remember
speed.
when Mahrez was like that, at Leicester and then starting at City? Like,
Yeah.
he was that kind of guy too. You're like, oh, Mahrez, he's going to do something with it. Like,
But he's going
straight
to cut
away.
in and do a Robin.
Yeah,
Bend
yeah.
it with his left foot.
Oh, yeah,
Did it
yeah.
every time.
But he just
really-
turned people constantly. It was
Yeah.
brutal.
He's really good. And look, I
But
actually
Doku,
get
yeah.
glimpses of Hazard as well.
Wow.
Like with his dribbling and getting past people. It's very
Hazard's
similar.
so unique.
Yeah, he is really unique, but just the penetration.
I would
Yeah.
do that, but then combine it with like Traore's speed and build.
Yeah.
It's like if Hazard and Traore merged into
Had a baby.
superhuman.
Wow.
And then that baby was Count Doku.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a better name. Okay.
Well, I'm going to jump in with another stop. It has to be Jamal Lascelles, which is a bit of a random one.
How much form's he in?
But ever since he's come in with the injuries that Newcastle have had, he's received 3 clean sheets and he's just scored a goal this week. So every second week he's pulled in a return. So he's on and off each week with 6-1, 6-0.
He's on to
9-0,
something there.
7-0.
I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Tito knows his stops.
And Lascelles can be really, really consistent. Like when he was in the first team last year, the year before,
Mm.
he was in a lot of teams.
Yeah, he was. He was killer.
Yeah.
And then they brought in the new boys, which have taken away some of his minutes, but he's doing well.
Yeah. Definitely. He's a pickup until the injuries come back.
Yeah, I think with another stop, we also just got to shout out your boy Dallo. You called him out earlier, but he's got some really nice run of form. We've got to
How good is it?
call it out, which is really kind of, for me, like a bit under the radar.
Yeah.
So I'm not really keeping my eyes on him just from default, but I should.
Yeah, I jumped on him a while ago before the form actually because I saw he was available and I know how lethal he can be. especially with attacking returns for like a wing back. So I jumped on him, and he's just been so consistent.
Paying off, mate. Paying off. And why do you got a final one for us?
Wait.
Wow.
Wait, okay.
Created some suspense there. Yeah, look, Sterling, man. I think we need to shout it out. Like he's definitely gone in most teams, but maybe it can give you a little bit of leverage for trading for him if people haven't realized that he's kind of in the early stages of form. But if you look at the fixtures coming up after this, I think it's Brighton. Chelsea are on a crazy run to the end. They have looked a lot better, and they've played against good teams. You know, the Newcastle game definitely wasn't a great game, but there was one major mistake that kind of set us on a path. So you can't rule them out over that. I just think maybe now's a good time to trade for Sterling before he gets too high.
Yeah. I mean, but you're going to have to give up a lot to get him, but I think most of the time it should be worth it. Depending on what you're giving up, hit us up on the socials if you want a bit of advice, but I think it should be worth it by the looks of him.
Is there for Sterling?
I mean, that's a snap. I don't think that Sterling owners would ever accept that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe juice it up with like a really good defender.
I can't do that. There's no such thing this year. All right, you guys got any drops for me?
Yeah, I've got a couple. I just threw in last minute. Kanate. He's Matip's back now. He's fully fit and he hasn't started in the last couple. And Castagna. Fulham, like they're just not keeping clean sheets.
Haven't kept one in for ages. You can always say it across the Fulham's defensive line.
Yeah. So Fulham's defensive line are just out of there. And Kanate, he's just obviously, as soon as there's an injury to Matip or VVD, I'd be bringing him back in.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's one to watch. But yeah, at the moment, if you've got him, he ain't coming back.
All right. Love those. Okay, boys, let's get to our fan questions.
Yeah, I had a couple. Actually, I had quite a few. We'll see how many we can get through. So, Austin L, he's got a question. Morgan Gibbs-White is available. Would you drop Diaby or Martinelli for him?
Diaby who?
Diaby
Villa.
from Villa. You know the new boy?
Is he high?
What? Surely. Double check your facts there. That question's crazy. Do I need to look up Diaby's form?
I'm sorry, Morgan.
For
but
Morgan
that's
Gibbs-White?
Diaby's been in quite a bit of form.
3 goals, 6
Yeah.
assists.
Diaby is on like 66 points. He's like right up there with like in the top 12 players.
Yeah, okay. So
Top 15 players of the Prem this year.
So Martinelli is his other option.
What is shocking to me is that Douglas Luiz is actually on more points than Diaby.
Yeah, Douglas Luiz has been
That's
so in form.
Look at Douglas Luiz's points there.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Game week 9, 15, then 10 set. Game week 10, 7. 2 blanks, then 7 again. Fuck.
Let's get back to the question.
Sorry.
I think
wow.
his question actually raises a good point for our potential drops. Martinelli.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's got a goal
One
and
goal.
2 assists.
Yeah.
What was the question? I got distracted.
But
Gibbs-White.
for Gibbs
So he
White,
just wants to pick up Gibbs White.
he does.
And
yeah.
what are his options? Gibbs.
For Martinelli or Diaby. So we're ruling out Diaby. The form is just too good. Well, not just, I mean, the last couple hasn't been great, but the form over
We
the
got an assist
season.
like last week, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't touch Diaby.
fuck, I don't even
Martinelli-
know if I'd touch Martinelli.
Mate, the form is not good. I'd probably have to do a little bit more research in terms of like how his involvement has looked, but like,
He's
it
getting the
doesn't look-
starts,
He is getting
for
the starts.
Arsenal
but
as
he's-
well. And they've had some tough fixtures lately. I don't know. Maybe what's their run looking
I wonder
like?
what the rest of your midfield looks like if they're the ones you're thinking about dropping.
I know. That's really curious. Look,
Yeah, so
Arsenal have Wolves and Luton. I'd be tempted to take Martinelli over Gibbs White.
So the rest of his mid is pretty strong.
Must be.
It's like Son, Douglas Luiz, Bruno, and Sterling.
fuck me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for laughing at you earlier because maybe that is actually a legit drop, but I don't know why.
That was an
Douglas
old
Leeds.
screenshot, so he must have dropped someone.
Look,
I don't know. You'd want all them right now.
Yeah, I don't know who we would have
Jeez.
dropped.
Yeah.
I would be.
I wouldn't be
Martinelli's-
moving.
Martinelli feels like the weakest link.
Yeah.
He does.
If there was one you really wanted to move and you thought you could get Martinelli back, it sounds like this is maybe a 6-man league or something like that.
Yeah, I'm very sure he's in a short league.
So in that instance, maybe yes, because you probably can get players like Martinelli back in that league. So
Mm.
I would say drop Martinelli. Diaby's in more form. Aston Villa in crazy form too.
And the promising thing behind Forest is they do have like the short-term good fixtures like Everton, like Arsenal do.
Mm.
They got Everton, Fulham, Wolves. So
Okay.
if there's a time you'd want Gibbs White, it's now. But man, there's not a huge amount of form
Oh fuck.
to make it a convincing change. But
Yeah. By the way, I fucked up. That was actually our next listener's team midfielder. It wasn't actually Austin's. So moving on to our next question.
Wait, now I'm really confused.
Yeah. So Austin, if I can find an old screenshot of his team, it's Bowen, Foden, Diaby, and Buemo Martinelli.
Oh.
So he can't drop Bowen, he can't drop Foden, can't drop Buemo, can't drop Diaby.
Still a great team.
It's really good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Martinelli. I think the answer remains the same.
If you want Morgan Gibbs White that bad, Martinelli is the drop, but it is still it is risky.
Okay, what's our next question?
All right, Paul T.
We already know his team.
We do know his midfielder. Thoughts on trading Gakpo for Hoyland?
Oh, okay.
So Hoyland's injured at the moment.
Yeah. How
Gakpo-
badly?
Gakpo is
Not badly.
in form.
Gackers has been very sporadic minutes this season, but he has looked threatening in moments when he's had longer, more
Neither
consistent
option
starts.
is very spicy. Faced with those two, I mean, I think Hoyland's going to come in and probably get more minutes.
Yeah, that's what I semi-answered it pre-pod, and I said I think Hoyland will have more minutes, so that I would do the trade. But yeah, as I said before, all you need is just one injury to that Liverpool front three, and Gakpo comes straight in.
You do. There's also the other depth. We have 5 players, but yeah, it's hard to say. There is obviously a lot of rotation in December. There's games every like 3 days, so you might get more minutes there. But you got to know to pick and choose. Like, I'd feel comfortable as a Liverpool fan maybe getting it, but it's hard. I would say Hoyland probably for the
I'm
longevity.
going with Hoyland too.
Longevity though.
Okay, next question. We're banging these out.
We're banging them out. Look, let's just make it a final question because we've definitely been running a long pod. I got some news.
What?
I got Southie news.
Southie update.
Yeah.
Love it.
So for our new listeners, just have to say Southie's a big fan. Last season, I actually did her draft for her when she was on a camping trip.
Yeah, didn't
At
do
the
so
time,
well.
it looked like a good draft. Everyone was happy with it. Even you two
I
were
love
like,
the
that's
caveat.
good. But in the
I
grand
don't
scheme,
think that's the case.
no, in the grand scheme of the
I've been
season,
misquoted there.
yeah, no. It's all on air. So you guys were happy with it at the time.
Play me back the sample next week.
Oh, I'm gonna go dig deep for it, man, deep. But yeah, so Southie, top of her league.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, top
What
of her league.
happens when Miles doesn't draft for you?
Yeah.
Well,
shit.
look, as I said, grand scheme of things, at the time, it looked really good. There was a few injuries that happened, a few people that didn't end up having the season that we predicted.
Okay, let's move on. Southie, go!
Southie. Let's go,
that's
Southie.
huge.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's impressive. I mean, I guess she's been listening to every episode.
She listens a lot, and she's, she sent in a few kind of team reviews earlier this season, and there was a few people, remember,
We were
that
tweaking
were
a couple.
available.
Yep.
We tweaked a few different positions. And I think she jumped on a few of those
Oh,
things
really?
early. Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, I hope that all
Love
worked
it,
out for
Southie.
her. That just, we love a success story here at Draft Boys.
And they play head to head.
Okay.
That's awesome as well. So she's just been like knocking people down.
Oh, wow. Okay, well
Love it.
done, Southie. Not a question, though, I have to say.
It's better than a question. She
Look,
doesn't
I'll
need
take-
any.
I'll take that every
She has
week.
no
Yeah,
questions.
look, I'm so happy for her.
Yeah.
That's great. I wish I was top of my league. Okay. Boys, I want to hear your waivers for this week.
Okay. Hito, you want to go first?
Yeah, I can do that. A lot of these names we've spoken through today. Just to round it out: Gibbs White, Alanga, and Elise.
Yeah. That is
Solid.
all the names
I
we've
think
said today.
all with immediate
Yeah.
short-term form last week or two.
Yep.
Literally, and it's just that quick moment before they stop.
Well,
all right.
Talking about short term, I'm going for short term pickups.
Yep.
For just those deeper leagues or even the shorter leagues that have like an injury that they just want to kind of fix up. Martial, while Hoyland's injured, I think he's going to get the minutes, and with a goal and assist,
Surprisingly,
why
looked
wouldn't
good for a change.
and he looked really good. That chip finish was,
Yeah.
or that little dink chip.
It was nice.
Is that what we're calling it?
It was a
it's a
side-footed
Yeah.
dink chip.
Yeah, I loved it. It was classy. Pickford's little arms can't grab it.
Yeah, they were flailing.
And yeah, we mentioned him before. J Rod. It starts with one. So let's see if J Rod can get a bit of form.
Starts with one.
And just because he's my boy, Miley fucking G.
How quickly does he become your boy?
Boy, he's got my fucking name, man. Like, what do you want?
Okay, fine.
So
kinda
yeah,
different.
I'm just gonna
It's more
chuck
like
him
Miley
in.
Cyrus.
Taking the note, guys. Tom Heaton, great goalkeeping backup option.
pick
for
him up.
you.
He's not in the league, but pick him up. Is he in the league?
He's
It's
United.
very
like third
punty,
keeper.
very punty. But
brutal.
Newcastle, they looked good even with injury ridden. But I guess it was against Chelsea at the end of the day. So take it with a grain
We've
of
got to
salt.
count for deep leagues too.
Yeah.
Whitey, what have you got?
All right, boys. My first one, Willian.
That's
Look.
hard for you to say.
Yeah, like he does piss me off. But he took the pens.
He did.
2 pens in this game. Was it 2 pens? Yeah, 2 pens in this game.
2 pens.
And he's getting heaps of minutes. The fixtures are about as good as they could get for Fulham.
They fluctuate for sure.
They fluctuate, but like it's Fulham.
Yeah.
They're going to fluctuate.
Yeah.
True.
So Liverpool, okay, not great. Then Forest, West Ham, and then Newcastle, Burnley, Bournemouth. Like it's just,
4 from 6.
There's a good mix of green in there. And look,
We like green.
2 goals in that game. He's got a decent amount of threat. I think, yeah, he's a pretty good pickup. Next one, back from injury this week with a start. Didn't even slowly bring him back in. They were fucking desperate for this guy to come back. Manchester United, Shaw.
Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw.
He came straight back in.
Straight back in, played
Yeah.
75 minutes and nabbed a little clean sheet in there.
Yeah. Regulon
picked him up,
straight out
didn't
on my
it?
team.
Yeah.
I don't have him, but I had Regulon
No.
for the.
Oh, someone picked him up.
Someone did, yeah.
Yeah, Hackett did.
Ah.
Anyway, yeah, no, it's typical, man. He's like a freaking prophet.
He's got Google alerts
Yeah,
for
Google
every single
alerts.
player's name.
He's too organized. So Shaw for me, I think like he will help solidify that
No-brainer.
United defense, and I believe Martinez. Martinez is coming back. Martinez, sorry. And then lastly, Rodrigo. Like we feel like we throw him out in this list all the time.
Like City Rodrigo?
City Rodrigo.
Yeah, okay.
Like it's crazy. Like when you look at his form, look, he's on 47 points, which isn't nuts.
But for holding mid.
Yeah, for holding mid, in the last 4 game weeks, he's got assist, and a goal. That's 6-6-6.
There's always a fucking wonder strike from him.
know.
Outside the box, he just laces
His
one.
little high shorts.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass, that guy.
And they've got a nice run after the next 2. After Spurs.
City's run is always good, dude.
No, but
It's all green.
That's the funniest thing you've ever said. Oh my God.
The run is always good.
for a defensive midfielder to score a goal, you numpties.
But he scores goals in the big games too. Oh, I'm playing.
But more likely, the games that they're versing a shit team, they dominate.
Did he call us numpties?
Yeah, you're numpties.
Fucking rude.
Watch this. Nothing the next 2 weeks. Returns in those 4 weeks after.
Okay.
Tag it.
I'm willing to pick him up this week. So you
Enjoy
can't
your-
get him
enjoy
in
your
those net 4 weeks. All right, boys. Well, it's been a pleasure to get you guys back.
It's been fun.
I've hated
nice to
every
have Miles
second of
back. Yeah, true. You did get some. He got copped a bit of it. Eh?
I know,
He's a
bring you-
fucking Arsenal
it was-
fan.
it was
Look at him wearing his
clearly-
little Arsenal red shirt tonight.
No, it was clearly the fucking sherbet. Something's done to,
There was a bit of a
something to
sugar
your boys.
kick there.
Yeah.
It did help. It was much
I
much
know.
needed.
I haven't eaten sugar in ages. Well, actually, I lie. I've been kind of binging a bit, but
Cool story, mate. So, tell us more about that. Well, that's it, boys. Let's move on. Again, always reach out, send us questions. I mean, Southie is the proof.
Yeah.
We
She's the
can win
goat.
you leagues. I
Southie
mean,
is
look,
goat.
Southie, I'm sure you did most of that yourself, but I don't want to take the full credit.
No.
We'll take some credit.
But we'll take like maybe 5%.
I was going to say 10.
I'll,
10 each.
I'll meet you in the middle, 7.5%.
30 total.
Yeah.
But Miles is always on Instagram, whatever that social platform is called. And Heat loves Twitter. It's just ridiculous. He tweets every 5 seconds.
Twitter.
Not on
Do you
the-
mean X?
Oh, sorry.
It's mostly
don't give
hate
it to
speech
you.
against Elon Musk, but we'll wait and see if we get kicked off eventually.
Yeah.
All right, we should wrap it up on the sloppiest pod I think we've ever done.
Draft boys.
Mate, we have a fucking